What is going on, my friends? We've been getting a lot of information about the 2K26 builder. Not information directly from 2K themselves, but a whole lot of information from a 2K partner. We will get into that in just 1 second, but before we talk about that, today there is a 2K stream. I do believe it's about the roadmap, so if you're interested in learning a little bit more about when we're going to get some more information about 2K26, just in general, whether it's my career, new additions, not new additions, just any information about 2K26, the roadmap will be dropping today, so stay tuned for that. They're also saying that they're going to be paying attention to community feedback, and based off of the 2K26 information that we know about so far, obviously, like I said, not official yet, but when a 2K partner reports something or says something, he's very trustworthy. Uncle Demi's a very trustworthy source. You can kind of just do the research on what he's said in the past, and usually those things come true that he talks about. But what he was saying in a video, and I'll link the video in the description below, he was talking about several things, and the main thing being about big guards. Big guards are making a comeback, and it's fair to say that it's about time that they make a comeback. So it's pretty much official that demigod builds will be back into 2K26. I was asking you guys, how do you guys feel about hearing that tall guards are back? How are we feeling? What are your thoughts and opinions on it? 90% of you guys said that you guys are very excited. This is something that I think needs to happen, especially after 2K25, where the big guards just weren't good. Meta this year was very small guards, 6'2", 6'4", and when you look around the NBA league, the league is dominated by massive players. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6'6", Giannis Antetokounmpo, 7 feet tall, Kevin Durant, 6'10", LeBron, Luka, 6'8". I mean, the list goes on and on with massive player builds. So it just makes sense that, it's about time that we have a 6'6" build that's like super meta and can dribble really well. Now, in regards to the kind of animations that you can get, what exactly are the animations that are usually on a 6'4" that you might put on a 6'6"? It's probably not going to be Steve Francis. I can't imagine they do stuff like De'Aaron Fox or Darius Garland dribble style. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of animations that you can put on a 6'6" that aren't already on that build without making them like super juiced and cracked. But we'll do a video about that down the road, talking about which animations you can expect to maybe make the jump from a 5'9" to a 6'4" build to now being able to be put on 6'8", 6'7", 6'6". But you guys were obviously very hype about it. One person said it's good that tall guards will be more viable, but now I bet every random rec team will be composed of 4 point guards. Well, in the video that Uncle Demi was talking in, he was saying that he was going to make a 6'10" Ben Simmons guard build. I can't imagine that you're able to make a 6'10" point guard, but I can imagine that you can make a 6'10" maybe small forward shooting guard. Definitely not point guard. The cap for a point guard this year was 6'7". I think that probably goes up to 6'8", just based off of the things that Uncle Demi was saying in that video. One other person said it was good. Weird they made 6'2" and 6'4" meta when the league is literally moving away from that. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Steph Curry's still 6'3". Jalen Brunson, I think, is like 6'2". So, there's not a lot of those guys. Like I said before, all the really good players in the NBA nowadays are like 6'7", 6'6", and able to do everything. So we'll see like how that works in the builder exactly, but that was just the first piece of very important news that we have gotten in 2K26. The next one would be that cap breakers are coming back. Now, there's a lot of mixed opinions on cap breakers, I think, but I think majority of people, just like this poll here I posted on the channel, cap breakers are coming back into NBA 2K26. How do you feel about it? 366 votes. This is not just, a couple guys here, a couple guys there voting on this. This is almost half a thousand people. 366 votes is a pretty good sample size. 85% of you guys said, let's go. Excited for cap breakers. Now, where the mixed opinions on this come from are, not everyone needs 99 stats in multiple categories. And to that I say, I agree. I think it's definitely broken that, a center can have 99 strength, rebound in both categories, both defensive and offensive, and pass accuracy. That does seem a lot. But Maybe they get that right in 2K26. And I don't think it's like the end of the world that an inside center can get all those stats 99, but, a lock build can get 99, perimeter and steal and can get 96, 97 speed and agility. That just seems a bit cracked in my opinion, but we'll see how they take care of it. You guys still think that it's a good addition. Best addition they've made to 2K in years. It gives you something to actually keep playing for. And I've said that in a video before. Vet 2 actually felt worth grinding for this year in 2K25. 5 extra cap breakers are definitely game-changing and game-breaking. I don't play as much anymore. I'm not really grinding for level 40 anymore. I'm just kind of grinding to get content out to you guys. But I have 15 cap breakers at my disposal. So definitely changes the way that I can make a build as opposed to someone that may have half of that. Definitely puts you at an advantage if you have more cap breakers, which I think you should be rewarded if you play this game a lot more than other people, being able to get ahead in the game, and cap breakers does that for sure. I love it. Creates an even bigger build knowledge gap. Not sure why so many people have zero idea where to put caps. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. I mean, there's no excuse to make bad builds. I've said before, the best 99 stats to have is like a 99.3, and people thought that I was an idiot for saying that. But you have to understand that this year it's so easy to get 99 stats that if you don't have one, you're at a disadvantage. I think that's what this person was saying was there's a bigger build knowledge gap now more than ever, and I think that is true. But yeah, that's pretty much what everyone was saying when it comes to cap breakers and tall guard builds coming back to 2K26. So let me know in the comments below how you feel about tall guard builds coming back. It really does seem like demigod builds are back. I mean, if tall guards are back, it just depends on what you're able to do with them in the builder. 2K24, you were able to make a 6'6 guard, and it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't like demigod necessarily. So very interested and curious to see what they do to the builder to make it, really broken for taller guard builds. What kind of animations can we get on taller guard builds? One of the things that he was talking about was different cap height restrictions will be changing. So, you can make a 6'8 point guard. You can make a 6'10 small forward shooting guard potentially. So definitely something that we need to look into once we get more information and just kind of figure out, how much of that is going to be real, how much of it is not going to be real. But we won't know until 2K kind of gives us the official nod that is going to happen. Another thing that Uncle Demi mentioned was like standing dunk contact packages you can get on a shorter build. This isn't official, but I mean, like I said before, he's a 2K partner, so we can trust him a little bit. He also said that on-ball menace, a badge like that, you can now get potentially on a 6'10". Don't think you're going to be able to get that on, like gold or Hall of Fame necessarily, especially on a 6'10 or those taller builds, but I can definitely see you being able to get that on like silver, which for a 6'10 build, if it's anything like this year for 2K26, it's going to be very, very easy to wall people up that you're guarding at 6'10. I mean, it was really easy to do at 6'6. So very curious to see just what they do in general with these taller builds. Seems like he was talking more about like tall builds, like 6'10 and taller you'll be able to dribble with. But if you're going to be able to do special things 6'10 and taller, you best believe that 6'6 to 6'9 guard builds are going to be just straight demigods. So a lot of information to come today with that stream. Let's stay tuned for that. Definitely will drop a video on it tomorrow, hopefully. If not, maybe this weekend. So stay tuned for that. Sub up if you are new and leave a like. You guys have been showing a ton of love and support this year, so I greatly appreciate that. Let's take all this momentum into 2K26, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Peace.